So I had the pleasure of working on Good Vibrations, and what a lovely film that was. Mark Kermode described it as, he said it was his favourite film of 2013, and I was amazed at just how it resonated with people. Really seemed to capture something special about the spirit of punk and about the defiance of that youthful spirit in people in Northern Ireland at the time, where they just said, you know what, they looked at the craziness and the insanity and the cruelty and barbarism around them and said, count us out, we're going to do our own thing, and it's going to be angry and in your face, but it's our thing. And what was lovely about that was shooting. I played a cop who's obviously, as an authority figure, a bit of a baddie in the movie, and we had a scene where Richard Dormer, who plays Terry Hooley brilliantly in the movie, is in a bar where one of his punk acts are playing, and my character had the unfortunate job of coming in and having his authority completely undermined by a bunch of teenage hooligans, and they all end up shouting SSRUC and basically, hoarding us out of the club. There was another scene which unfortunately ended up getting cut as well, but it was lovely because David Holmes came onto the set, and David Holmes did the soundtrack for Ocean's 11 and all sorts of big Hollywood movies, and as producer he executive produced the film, as far as I know. Executive produced it, I think. And David, when he walked in, I didn't recognise him, but he had this kind of, sometimes you see people who are famous or they just have an aura or charisma about him, and I thought, that guy's something about that fella, very charismatic. I think that must be David Holmes, and sure enough it was. Anyway, he came over to me out of the blue and says, didn't you play the cop in that scene that we'd shot a week earlier? And I says, yeah, and he says, you were terrific, man, and put his arms around me and gave me a big hug in front of everybody in the cast and crew. Can you imagine how that feels to a job an actor when somebody of that stature, gives you a thumbs up in public? And that really counts for a lot. And at the end of the couple of days shoot, oddly enough, the Steadicam operator was Torquil Fleming Boyd, and Torquil and I were at film school together back in Edinburgh in the early 90s. So that was like, we were going, I know you from somewhere. And he's going, yeah, can you stand over here in the light, please, Mike? I'm going, yeah, where do we? And it turned out we had a cup of coffee together. And boy, did we have some breeze to shoot about the intervening years. So it was lovely to see Torquil. But I said to Lisa when we were wrapped for that, and I just said to her, and both directors actually, just thank you so much for the opportunity to be in this, because days like this are the reason why why actors just hang in through the crappy bits, through the long sustained crappy bits. The buzz of being involved in something creative, energetic, something where you've got something to contribute, where you can run with something. It's a tremendously satisfying and fulfilling thing, as you guys know. So I'd love to hear your stories. I'd love you to go out and watch Good Vibrations. It really is a cracking film, and enjoy Richard Dormer's outrageously good performance as Terry Hooley, and enjoy the music. Punk isn't something that appeals to me, but the quality of the film is such that you really buy it, and you kind of go, yeah, I get it. That's fantastically exciting and raw and fun and energetic. So here, guys, thank you very much for listening. I think that's enough name dropping over the last couple of little videos, so I'll rein it in from there, and maybe next time we'll get back to some of the videos that have really changed our lives. So again, love to hear your thoughts on that. What are the movies that have changed your life, for good or for bad, and why? Okay, cheers, God bless, see you soon.